know why I can't seem to figure out my lighting today. I don't know if you guys realize how excited I am for this video. Not only is this a Lunar Beauty video, it's also my very first Lunar Beauty PR package. I'm so excited. I actually ordered the advent calendar palette because I didn't know if I was gonna get it in PR. But then I got this package, which is a PR package. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway with the advent calendar palette that I ordered. Let me check to see if this is even still available. I know he said it was super limited edition, and once it's gone, it's gone. So hopefully it's not too late. It appears to still be available, which is fantastic. I will have the collection linked down below in the description box. And you guys can use code PAIGE for 10% off. What the heck? All right, let's open this package and see what's inside. Like I said, I have shielded myself from as many spoilers as possible. I was watching his reveal video, and once he got to the part of like opening up the single shadows, I stopped watching because I didn't want like any idea as to what is inside this palette. All right, so this is what it looks like. They sent me, according to the outside of the box, the entire collection, which includes the advent calendar palette and his 2 new lip oils. I went ahead and grabbed my lip oils. I love these, they're fantastic. My favorite flavor is Expose Me. They're all very sheer, basically completely sheer, but he decided to take some feedback and make a few with some more pigment. So that's what he did with these. So I'm excited to try those on. And then we have the advent calendar palettes. I literally cannot wait to open this. Oh my gosh, the packaging of this. Oh, it piqued Poncho's interest. Hey bud, do you like it? Do you like the palette? Yeah, you do, don't you? Poncho, can you sit? Poncho, do you love Lunar Beauty? High five if you love Lunar Beauty. Yes, good boy, good boy. We have yet another Lunar Beauty fan, Mr. Meepan. Mr. Poncho, you're such a good man. Yeah. All right, Poncho made his cameo. The ladies love you, Poncho. Everybody loves you. Did you know that? You have so many people that love you. You don't even know. You have no clue. Good boy. Okay, now go eat your pickle. I guess he's just gonna park it right here. But here is what the advent calendar looks like. Oh yeah, do you sniff it? You smell it? I don't know. He's a little, he's an interesting lad. Right, this one right here. All right, so you open it up and we have the 12 days of Lunar. I'm so excited. So in theory, you would go and like open one of these up a day, but I'm just gonna open them all up today. You get 12 eyeshadows, and then you have an empty magnetic palette, so you get to arrange the eyeshadows however you want. That's like what I'm most excited for. I was telling my boyfriend Jarvis, I was like, you know, because I was telling him what this was, I was like, I've seen makeup advent calendars and I've seen magnetic palettes where you rearrange the shadows however you want, but I've never seen it done together. So I thought it was a super creative idea. Shout out to the mastermind behind this, Mr. Manny MUA. So let's go ahead and dive in. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. And let's get started. First up, we have the lip oils. We have 2 new shades, Tease Me and Love Me. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. These are gonna retail for $18 each. We have a really pretty purpley shade and sort of like a cherry red type color. So let's go ahead and swatch these. These are supposed to be lip oils, obviously, but with much more pigment, which I will definitely say these are already looking way more pigmented than the others. The other 3 are basically all clear. I'm wearing the actual like clear one on my lips right now, but I will go ahead and try these on just to see how they look on the lips. But I will say the swatches are looking stunning. So this purple one is called Tease Me, and it is berry scented. I think Poncho likes the way it smells. So here's what the shade Tease Me looks like. It definitely has a berry scent. It smells really good. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about this color on myself, but I actually really like it. It's definitely more of like a muted purple while still having some good pigment. I feel like this is a great like wintry type shade. Obviously you can wear it whenever you want, but definitely gives me the winter vibes. Now let's go ahead and try on Love Me, which is strawberry scented. So this is the shade Love Me. Definitely has that like popsicle red lip stain type vibe. It smells really good. I'm not a huge red lip wearer, so this is definitely going to be a statement for myself personally. I prefer the shade Tease Me on myself, but they're both beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and switch up my lip again to one of his clear shades, just because I don't know what kind of eye look we're going for today. I don't even know what the shades look like, so I'm going to go back in with Expose Me, which smells so freaking good. And we'll just have a nice neutral base for our lips. Moving on to the advent calendar palettes. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, here is what the inside looks like. There's a little note here. So it says, ever since I was a kid, there was magic in advent calendars. I loved anxiously opening one a day, awaiting the big 25th. It's like a mini gift every day, and that's exactly what I wanted to do with our advent calendar. I hope you have the most amazing holiday. Love, Manny MUA. I'm so excited. So like I said, you could open one a day, the 12 days of Lunar, or you could open them all up like I'm going to do. So let's dive in. I'm going to start with the palette so we can look at that. I definitely struggled a little bit trying to open that, but I think Manny also did in his video, so just cut her open if you have any issues. But here is the palette. It is so freaking beautiful. I am obsessed with the way that this looks, and all of Manny's palettes have the same vibe. If you guys have seen my videos, you know that this is like my favorite eyeshadow palette right now. This is the Nude Prism palette. I have used this more times than I can count. This is like my palette of the year, like my palette of 2022. Whenever I do my like favorites video for the whole entire year, I have a feeling this is gonna be my favorite palette of 2022. I absolutely love this thing. I wear it every single day. You can see how much I've used those shimmers. You guys need this palette. If you get anything from Lunar Beauty, this is what you need. And I say that without having seen this collection, so just saying. But if you like neutrals like me, this is the palette for you. You won't need another palette ever. It's literally perfect. Anyways, we have the 12 Days of Lunar palette. Again, I'm so excited. You can see the magnetic slots in there, and it comes with a nice mirror as well. And I love the moon. I love how his palette is textured. He always does such a good job with attention to detail when it comes to his packaging of his products. I like blanked on the word packaging. So let's start with day number 1 here. I'm gonna poke the little thing and pull it. Okay, so each shadow comes individually packaged like so. Let's see what day 1 looks like. So you open it up and it comes in a little plastic container here. Oh my god. Do you guys see this color? It's a beautiful like bronzy shimmer. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave them all in this little packaging, and then we will arrange them in the palette after I open all of them. So next, we're moving on to shadow number 2. I know he showed this one in his video. This is where I stopped watching. Ooh, it's a really pretty like deep purpley shade. This looks like a matte color. I know when it came to color story for this palette, he said he took more inspiration from like winter, as in like snow and like snow globy type vibes, and not like red and green and gold and silver like Christmas vibes, which I really like, because again, something a little bit different, kind of like this like icy pretty. I'm guessing this is going to be the vibe of the palette. So we have day 3. Oh, this is, I can tell this looks like the formula of the middle row of the Nude Prism palette, just based on looking at it, and those are my favorite shades in that palette. This is beautiful. That's gonna be like an everyday shade for me. Moving on to number 4, we have, ooh, another really pretty matte shade. So far we've had 2 like deeper matte shades and 2 gorgeous shimmers. That one's more of like a reddish maroon compared to the first matte, which is more of like a berry purple shade. Next up we have number 5. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, this one looks like it's gonna be my favorite shade in the palette. It's like a super light, kind of like champagne-y pink shimmer. I'm obsessed. Then we have number 6, which, ooh, I did not expect that. A really pretty kind of like mustard yellowy type matte shade. I'm gonna keep these in order, so we'll put them in the palette like how they come in order, like day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, and then we'll like rearrange it to like how I would personally like it. So this is day 7. Oh my god, this looks like a duochrome. Like, it's definitely more complex than just your basic shimmer shade. That is stunning. It's like a deeper bronze with maybe a little bit of like a purpley pink tone to it. Next up, we have day number 8. Oh my gosh, a really pretty green. I am loving this color story so far. Next up, we have day 9. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh my god, a gorgeous shimmery green. That is beautiful. I have no idea what kind of look we're gonna do today. It's gonna be a surprise for both of us. Next, we have day 10. And this is a matte brown classic. I feel like you definitely need one of those in almost every palette. Next up, we have day 11. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that's so beautiful. It has kind of like a pinkiness to it. And then we have one more shade, day 12. Let's see what it looks like. Black? Ooh, a matte black. Perfect. All right, let me get these into the palette and show you guys what they look like together. Whoops. I'm definitely gonna have to refigure out my lighting because it's been giving me a lot of trouble today, but here is what the palette looks like if you put the shadows in just like as they come. I'm assuming that every shadow is in the same place for everyone. Maybe it's not, I don't know, but here is what the palette looks like. It alternated shimmer, matte, shimmer, matte, shimmer, matte, shimmer, matte. So there's 6 shimmers, 6 mattes. I think it's a really fun, unique color story. I'm definitely going to rearrange these, so we'll see what I can come up with. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I zoomed you guys in a bit just so that you could see the palette closer up. But here is how I rearranged it. I put the black next to the lightest shade in the palette, which is probably like a no-no in makeup. I don't know, maybe it's not. But I did a shimmer row up top, and then I did the mattes on the bottom, and I tried to kind of pair each shimmer with the matte that like kind of looks the best with it, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these now, and then we'll go ahead and do an eye look with this palette. Here are the swatches of the 6 shimmers. They are absolutely beautiful. They definitely remind me of the formula in the Nude Prism palette. So if you guys love that shimmer formula, you're gonna love this formula. The colors are so fun. I love that it's colorful, but still like it makes sense. You've got some neutrals, some pops of color, and I think they all look beautiful together. They also like are really cool pairings, like the green and gold, these like purple and kind of reddish pink shades, the gold and red. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I love the color story so far. Now let's go ahead and swatch the mattes. Here are the swatches of the mattes. Again, super pigmented, super pretty. These definitely look a lot more colorful together since you have fewer like neutral shades, but I think that it's beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. I'm gonna use my MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre, and then I'll be back so that we can create a fun eye look with this palette. I don't have any makeup remover with me, so sorry if my fingertips and swatches look crazy throughout the rest of this video. Would you believe me if I told you that I curled my hair like 2 hours ago? Because I don't think I would. All right, for this makeup look, we are going to be using blinged brushes. I will have these linked down below, and you guys can use code PAIGE for 10% off. I think I'm gonna do 2 different eye looks, one more like neutral look and then one more colorful look, just to get as much variety out of this palette as possible. So let's go ahead and start with the neutral look, because that's like what I would typically go for. I'm gonna start by taking this brown shade right here. I obviously don't have names for the shades, so we're just gonna go based on color. So I'm gonna take the matte brown and I'm going to apply this into my crease. this. No, you know what? No. We're gonna go into the yellow first, right here. And then I'm gonna put this in my crease. Right away, I can say that this color is super pigmented. I barely tapped into that shade and there is a lot of color payoff here. So I'm just blending that through my crease. Then we're gonna go in with the matte brown color and I'm gonna put that sort of like in the outer corner of my eye. I'm just gonna use that same brush, tap into this matte brown right here, and then I'm going to start by kind of placing this in my outer corner and then we'll work on blending it. I'll probably bring it through the crease a little bit as well. These shades are definitely very blendable, very pigmented, very typical Lunar Beauty formula. Not your typical formula. Above average, definitely above your typical formula, but typical for Lunar Beauty because his stuff is always just so good. I'm definitely thinking that these are like all the same formulas as the Nude Prism palette. If I had to guess, I'm experiencing them similarly. So you guys know how much I love this palette. So if you like these colors, I think that this is already gonna be a fantastic palette. I'm loving it already. I know I'm speaking a little soon, but I can just tell, you know? So this eye's gonna be like super simple. Now we're gonna take the middle neutral shade, this one right here. It's like lighter than like the gold, but it's also darker than this light shimmery one. And I'm just gonna take that on my finger. I'm trying to figure out what finger to use. And then we're just going to, do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my gosh. We're just going to apply this to my lid. This is insane. I don't know how, like, I've never used a shadow that applies this easily. Is this like opaque and sparkly at the same time? This is my favorite eyeshadow formula. I feel like I can confidently say that. His shimmer, specifically these like shimmers, same ones that are in this palette, this whole entire middle row here, this is my favorite eyeshadow formula at the moment. It's my favorite. It's so freaking good. I'm excited to try a more colorful shade because this one has like pretty much all neutral shimmers. So I'm excited to try one of the colorful shimmers over here. I'm trying to decide between the green and like the more like berry-ish kind of colored ones. So I don't know which one I'm gonna go with, but I am going to take a little bit more of that matte brown and just kind of smoke that on my lower lash line in the outer corner just to kind of connect it out here to balance my eye a little bit more. Then I'm gonna take an E22. This is my absolute favorite brush for inner corner and brow bone highlights. And I'm gonna go in with the lightest shimmer in the palette and apply this to my, did I say apply this? Apply this to my inner corner as well as my brow bone. I think for this eye, we're gonna do green just because I don't know, I'm really feeling these two green shades. So I'm gonna take the green on a clean E3. This is the blending brush that I use. This is the rose gold one, but I use the same brush on the first eye in the silver set. And I'm going to start by tapping this in my outer corner. I'm also gonna bring this through my crease, but we'll just start with the outer corner and then kind of lightly bring that inward. Then I'm just going to build that pigment up and blend as I go. I'm gonna take a clean brush and just kind of buff out those edges just to get a more seamless blend. And then I'm gonna go in with the shimmery green color and I'm going to put this on my lid. I'm just like tapping that on with my finger and look at how intense that sparkle is. I'm gonna go in with the gold on like the very inner corner, so I'm gonna kind of leave that blank, but I am just tapping that green shimmer all over my lid. Now I'm gonna take this gold right here and I'm taking this on a lip brush actually. I just like it because it's precise, but I'm going to apply this to my inner corner of my lid. So we're still on the lid, technically not like the inner corner highlight area, but I'm just going to kind of blend that into the green color just to add a little extra pop of gold so that the look isn't quite monochromatic. Then I'm gonna take my E22 again, go into that same highlight type shade, tap that on my inner corner and do my brow bone as well. I'm gonna put on some mascara and then I will show you guys the final looks. Alright guys, so here are the finished looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun filming this and unboxing the advent calendar. I think the looks turned out great. Like I said, the shimmers are next level. The mattes are great, but the shimmers is where it's at. I will say that this is still my favorite Lunar Beauty palette and just like palette in general right now. Mainly because of the color scheme. I'm a neutral gal, so this is like my dream. But I love that there are neutrals in here. I love that there are pops of color in here. I love that it's half shimmer, half matte. I just think that this is a fantastically well thought out palette. I love the packaging. I love everything about it. I think this is a super fun holiday launch. Same with the lip oils. I personally prefer the more sheer shades just on myself because that's just the type of look that I like to wear, more natural, like nude lips. These are super fun, and if you were one of those looking for more pigment and more color, these are going to be for you. They smell great. They're the same formula. They feel super hydrating. They're not sticky. I love his lip oils. I think they are a 10 out of 10. And like I said, I did order the advent calendar because I wasn't sure if I was going to be receiving this in PR or not, but thank goodness I did. I'm so excited. So I am going to be doing a giveaway with this palette. Like I said, I will have all the rules in the description box down below, but basically you just need to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and leave a comment down below. Give me any comment, but make sure that you include your Instagram username, but don't put the @ because sometimes that causes YouTube to like flag comments. So just put like your Instagram username. So like mine would be like Miss Paige Koren spelled out, but just don't put the @ if that makes sense. Also, in order to win the giveaway, I will be contacting you through my personal Instagram. It will not be from this like YouTube comment section or any other account. It will be coming from my Miss Paige Koren Instagram account, and I will never ask you for money or credit card information or anything like that. I won't ask you to message me on Telegram or WhatsApp. I will message you directly from my Instagram. So if you get a message, make sure it's coming from my Instagram. The giveaway you'll have probably about a week to enter. Let me take a look at my calendar. You guys will have until Halloween. So next Monday, I'm filming this on Monday, you guys will have 1 week to enter this giveaway. Again, all the rules will be in the description box, but whenever I get the package, I don't have it yet, obviously, but you guys will have a week. If I don't have my package by then, which I think I should, then I will ship it after that, but your window to enter will be from today, October 24th, until midnight on October 31st. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.